What's up, YouTube? It's Rochelle, and I am back with a July 2019 budget review, so let's get started. On the left, you'll see everything that I had budgeted for the month of July. I planned on having a total income of $4,500 here. Here's all of our expenses for living and housing, regular payments, along with some debt payments. Nothing for food because we usually keep our groceries fully stocked, and if we need something, we charge it with a credit card and pay the full balance under our snowball. It's always included in the grand total for the month. That way we can accrue cash back. Personal expenses are here, and transportation and miscellaneous, bringing the full total to $4,500. But as you can see, our actual was much higher. Thank you, God. So my husband works. If you are new to my channel, we moved and relocated our entire life to Honolulu, Hawaii. And my husband currently works a very rigorous schedule. But in order to make that happen, I had to quit my job. So we live a very budget, zero-based budget lifestyle. So here we go. Instead of the $2,000 we had budgeted for my husband's first pay week, he actually came in at $32,0443 with a per diem of $19.32. We also got an income of $543.55, which is $43.55 higher than what we budgeted for. The second pay was $2,841.54, and I never budget in the per diems, kind of like you don't want to count too many chickens before they hatch, but we did receive the per diem, bringing our actual July total to a five-figure amount in the amount of $10,607.52. So let's see how we spent it. Under expenses, everything pretty much stayed the same. Let's see here, with the exception of the biggest charge, which is household repairs. After sitting and discussing our budget, which is ever changing, we've decided to make use of our time here in Hawaii by splitting our money our income that we receive into two buckets. So it's either going to go into paying off debt, that's one bucket, and the second bucket is making repairs to our home. Because we're in limbo and we're not really sure if we're going to stay in Hawaii permanently, we are making changes so that we can at least return to a partially remodeled home, and that costs money. So what we have decided to keep the peace between us is to work on something for the house with one pay or 1 month, and then work on something paying off some form of debt with the other check or the opposite month. So for this month, July, we chose to make that a month full of repairs. So we actually sent $3,800 into our repair bucket for the house, and that includes a series of upgrades, starting with a fully remodeled, fully gutted, brand new bathroom, main upstairs bath. I'll show pictures once it's completed. Also, it includes an upgrade to our electrical for the entire house, including a new panel, and the installation of central AC, which we have never had, y'all. So we are looking forward to a lot of upgrades for the house in the coming months, and so we know that it's going to take a lot of money to do that, and we want to cash flow it if at all possible. Also, if you have been following me for a long time, you know I have plenty of updates on my husband's braces. So the latest update is we found an orthodontist who is willing to transfer services, meaning keep his braces that he has in his mouth currently and continue treatment with that plan and that type of braces for a grand total of $3,000, which is horrible because my husband only has 12 to 15 months left of braces care. But we're just going to count our blessings because all other orthodontists on this island wanted him to cut off his old braces and put a new set on, which is crazy, y'all, and charge us double the amount, $6,000. So we're going to go ahead and just stick with this. And so my husband, that's another, in fact, we'll go ahead and move into the next section. That actually we'll use a credit card for that. And that's the reason why you see such a huge debt snowball payment, because we are putting extra money on my husband's credit card, or actually just having it sitting and ready to be used so that we can make a debt snowball payment when he has to pay for those braces. So instead of the $916.38 we planned on putting, we put a total of $2352.19. Car insurance update. We sold our second car and we removed it from the car insurance. So instead of paying $208 a month, we are now paying $164.42, which we are very happy with, especially since we can't drive the car right now. Yes, y'all, it is still at home while we are in Hawaii. We are still gauging whether it's a good idea to pay several thousands of dollars to move the car here, or if it's better to sell it and purchase a new one here. Hence why we are trying to hit debt hard and pay for repairs. In addition, I was able to make another debt snowball payment of $1,083.88 to my personal credit card. And a series of things is happening behind the scenes that I don't really care to get into details about. I feel like this is enough numbers. It's confusing enough. We at this point are paying everything with credit cards so that we can use the cash back to make a credit card payment also. We also have a taxes update. So you see the $200 IRS payment and the $145.25 update. Well, I got in touch with the IRS and I set up a payment to come out in August, later this month, to pay for our 2018 taxes. And so I'll have an update once that payment goes through. So I will continue to pay the $200, but I will not have to tack on any new taxes. Any old taxes to that amount, which I'm happy about. So I will keep my payments intact. Same for the state tax. I've got in contact with them and my 2018 taxes were paid for. So I can continue to just expect to pay this amount until it's paid off. Next category, food expenses. We are living very thin, as you can imagine. We brought in $10,000 this month and it does not feel like it. We've spent all our money on paying off debt and paying taxes and making house repairs. So we eat inside, which is actually easier than I ever thought it would be, because I don't really care for the food here in Hawaii. I can make a whole nother video about that. There's a lot of MSG products out there. I don't do well with that. So your girl eats in the house, homemade food for the win. Budget life. Next category is personal expenses. Instead of the $430 we planned on using, it ended up being $215. And then Dollar Shave, all that stayed the same. Instead of the $200 we planned on using for Uber, we ended up only using $100. Gifts, tips, savings, instead of $43.58, $84.41 went into savings, and $100 for miscellaneous. Everything from the miscellaneous category, with the exception of savings, is usually gifts or tips or charity or donate or something. And I also, if you go back up here to the, where is it? That snowball. I also make payments via credit card to different things. So all in all, it's about 10% of our income each month, 10 to 15% that we try to do something with in the form of blessing another person. So we just feel so blessed to be able to have a 5-income month for the first time in a very long time. And we just wanted to make it count, because we don't know how much longer we're going to be here in Hawaii. But for now, we are enjoying the ride, y'all. And there's plenty of free activities to do. There's a different beach every weekend that we're going to. There's a different hike every week that we try to do. There's plenty of things to keep us busy. So that's it for my July 2019 budget update. How's your July? How's your August going so far? I'll be back with an August update. I know I'm running several weeks behind, but your girl got busy and booked. Once again, this is Rochelle signing off. actuallytravels.com. Hit us up if you would like to book any travel in the near future for business or pleasure. Peace, love, and budgets, y'all.